The Guillotine Cartel.
Gremlins! Stand the fuck up! Grim Army! Yeah! Let's go!
What's going on, everybody? It's Don Grimm of t.n.m, M.L.P, and we're kicking it with the Guillotine Cartel. Yeah! I started making music, like in the early 90s. What I used to do is I used to get a bunch of like the old school tapes with the instrumentals. I used to jack a bunch of those. I used to have those stereo where you'd record one and you play the instrument on the other one. You just record. Like in the 90s, early 90s, I used to just beatbox, just start flowing. We had a little crew back then too, so we'd all get together, like we call it the roundhouse, up there in El Paso. We just start banging it, and be a bunch of us banging it, and then we'd be recording it. So I've probably been doing this since I think maybe 93, 94. I've been rapping for a while. I've been battle rapping for a while. So that's what got me started into everything. So actually started making music. Initially started making music, like really putting it down, because I had to transition from being a rap battler, just battle rapping, into actually putting shit down. It was probably like in early 2000, I was actually laying everything down on wax. So around 2000, I actually had a tape called Something Wicked This Way Comes. The producer that actually did that actually ran off with the tape. And so ever since then, I just started kind of doing rap battling, more battling. And then I ended up doing, meeting up with M.P, and then that transitioned into M.L.P. So since I'd say like 93, 94, I've been rapping for a while. I'll probably say about 4 labels now. I used to be with DSA back in El Paso, way back in the day, like I said, in the 90s. Used to rap battle a whole grip. Used to be with them a lot. Like I said, we just had little tapes back then. We didn't have all the fucking fancy shit that they got now. We had that. We never had that. We just make little simple tapes, pass them out. So it'd be with DSA. We just pass them all out to everybody, and everybody would be feeling it. And then I came down over here. We met my boy Jerome, and he had this whole thing called The Rocks. It was a big old party thing, man. We used to get that shit bumping. But what ended up happening was once he started figuring out that I rapped, he started recording, and we started going hard. That's why I made this album called Something Wicked This Way Comes. And it was actually a hell of a dope album, man. I went pretty off on it, but some shit happened anyway. He's ended up having like some of the copies and all that, and bygones be bygones, everything's all straight. But now from there, what ended up happening was I just went back into rap battling. That's all I ever knew was rap battling. That's all I give a shit about was rap battling, actually. I just love the fact that you could just pull lyrics out your ass and just attack someone and vice versa. I think that's hella fun. Anyway, I got with DMP, Joseph and Bear, Jesse the Jugga. And so what ended up happening was that's actually family. Another primo of ours, Hood, he's like, hey man, why don't you go with them and see if they can record you? So we ended up coming up, and I heard a beat, and I just started, start fucking feeling this beat, and I just started going off and spitting shit, and what ended up happening was I transitioned with them. We started fucking just making dope ass music, We had shit like called My City, me and Jesse the Jugga, You Ain't the Best, we just kind of like really started laying it down. And what ended up happening was, I tend to be, I got like this work ethic where I had to always push the boundaries. I always had to push shit. And so, they were doing their thing as far as like, going to school, and it was just like they were real busy, and I was real hungry, I really wanted to get in the studio. So Miss Nezzy there, she came in, she recorded some shit with DMP, and she introduced me to Big G of M.L.P. When I first met Big G, he and I were kind of looking at each other like, what the fuck, who's this dude? And he was looking at me the same. And I heard his beats, so I was like, fuck, all right, cool, let me get in the booth. And when I got in the booth, I kind of half-assed the lyrics, to be honest with you. I wasn't really like just full into it, because I still had a lot of things with DMP. And, and what ended up working out is like it just became like one big old circle. And so I got linked up with Big G, and I started pushing M.L.P as hard as I could. It's kind of like I had to push it like I was dying, you know what I mean? Because all those years of all that rapping, all that shit. You know, you want to catch up, and it's kind of like I want to lay down some of the youth that I got and lay that shit down in fucking wax, man, before my time is up. You know, and that's what I want to do. So now I'm with M.L.P, and I'm currently starting my own label, t.n.m, Terror Noize Musiiick, as well as I'm getting with boot camp. I'm getting ready to sign with Sony. So I got some pretty good things that's coming up right now. Now that's include me with being with Sony, with boot camp and all that. That's including my camp and everybody else who's down to fuck with me. I'm down for whatever, you know what I mean? So, you know, that's kind of a little background of the labels that I've been and my background of what I've done. So that's it. Are you familiar with the movie Sandlot? Sandlot, you got a bunch of motherfuckers that can't afford the equipment, that can't afford like the fucking fancy bats, the fucking fancy gloves. And then you got teams out there that got all the fucking matching uniforms, got all the matching shit. Well, we're the other motherfuckers in the Sandlot. We can't afford all that shit. But come fuck with us and we'll fucking steamroll your ass, and that's how I feel who we are. We're a bunch of broke motherfuckers. Kind of like a big ass dysfunctional fucking family that fucking fight you, fuck you, fuck you. But at the end of the fucking day, you come fuck with us and we're going to steamroll your ass. And I believe that. There's too much fucking talent, and that's what Southwest hip hop is. A lot of motherfuckers don't understand that fucking Las Cruces, New Mexico. They think it's fucking Mexico. Bunch of fucking retarded motherfuckers don't understand what the fuck New Mexico is. Pick up a fucking map. We're in an area where there's not a lot of money. We don't have those kind of resources. But we can bang with the best of them. And I tell you that now. We got some badass artists like fucking War 2, Faceless, you know, Doc INF, you know, the High Society. You know, us, M.L.P. We got Death Gang. We got motherfuckers that will fucking murder you. You know, Buddy Pritchett and his thing, the whole Am Primitive, LOE. We got motherfuckers that don't have the uniform, you know, but they got the skills. And people need to realize, or they will realize it, that we do got what it takes. And Southwest hip hop to me is individuals that ain't got all the flash, but they got all the fucking talent, and that's all it needs. You know, and we still work hard too. You know, I always believe that, you know, work hard will always beat talent, but fuck, when talent is working hard, then you're fucked. You know, I think that Southwest hip hop, you know, the music that we bring out, a majority of the music that we bring out is untamed. You got shit like Twistors. You got shit like, you know, Something From Nothing. You got guys that will come and bring different genres of hip hop, different genres of music here, and it's all diverse and it's all fucking good music. Not all of it. You know, we still got some youngsters that are coming up, but I think for the most part, if someone were to try to come over here in this city, I think that they would have a huge battle in their hands. Southwest hip hop is life. It's heart. You know, that's what it is. You know, we're a bunch of motherfuckers that are have a lot of heart, but you fuck with us, we're heartless. You know, that's how I feel. I got a lot of love for everybody. You know, I got a lot of love for almost every fucking crew out here in this fucking city. But if someone were to come and fucking fuck with these motherfuckers, I'm all in it 100%. And when I say fuck with, what do you mean? Don't talk down on the city. Don't talk down on Southwest hip hop. Because, you know, we will. We got the fucking talent to fucking mutilate everything that you got. And Southwest hip hop to me is its pride, you know? In New Mexico. The fuck is New Mexico? Well, it's us. We ain't got the fucking money, but fucking come bring it. We'll bang out fucking tracks and let's see who gets it. That's how I feel, who we are. Southwest hip hop is life. Music is fucking life, and we all got it. We all got it. Sometimes we fight, we fucking bicker, we fucking do all this shit. That's what we are. Fuck it. We're like a dysfunctional, fucked up family. But I definitely believe that if someone were to try to come over here in this fucking town, that's it. You're done. Southwest hip hop. The game is a fucked up fucking piece of shit. It's like sometimes you gotta know someone to get ahead. It's all fucked up. There's a lot of fucking snakes in the pit, and you gotta have the right people to fucking, you know, decapitate the heads of the snakes. What I had to learn is that it's not about just fucking making a banger of a track. And that's what some of you young cats need to fucking understand. You know, and some of the disrespectful young cats need to understand. It's not about fucking, you could be a badass producer and come out with a banging track. But if you ain't got no fucking grind, no hustle, You're gonna stay stuck where you're at. And if you talk shit about anybody around you, you know, kind of, you're never gonna grow. So, kind of give you, from my experience, it's a lot of work. Sleepless fucking nights. Sleeping like an hour and a half, 2 hours a night. If not, no sleep. Writing music. Trying to perfect the fucking art that you love. Writing it. Going it over. Make sure it's on point. Making sure that your producer, he's on point. Fucking, alright, cool. Once you get in the fucking studio, banging out that music. Did it sound right? Fuck no. Move your ass and get it right. Cool. Hey, did that snare sound right? Fuck no. Change it. Get it right. A lot of pushing each other, pushing the boundaries. And once you get the music tight, you get your fucking crew and everybody to fucking bash your music. No, I think this, I think that. You got to be able to take constructive criticism. And once you get all that squared away and you think you got something, then you release it. But don't just fucking release it on social media and think that's it. Sit back, oh fuck, I got 60 likes, fuck yeah. No, you got to network. And kind of go back to the previous question about Southwest hip hop, where we don't have a lot of fucking cash. But we fucking still move our asses and go out to fucking different cities. You know what I mean? That's how much of the fucking pride that we got. So you can't just sit on your ass and expect it to fall in your lap. If that's what you think is going to happen, you're fucking stupid. You're fucking ignorant. You need to move your ass every fucking day, every minute. Push the fucking music. Push your producers. Push your people. Even if you don't like the motherfuckers and then their music is dope, you got to push their shit. It's non-stop networking, getting with the right people, you know, trying to make connections, get those plugs, you know, promoting, self-promoting, developing a street team to promote for the same cause, taking care of your people, you know, and if there's a fucking dilemma with people, try to fucking work it out. And if it's not, hey, sever your ways, but, you know, just don't fucking have that hate. Get that shit out you. If you're going to be hateful, if you're going to be fucking ignorant, you're never going to grow. There's too many fucking snakes out here. Get your fucking circle right and just go out there and hustle. You know, it's going to be a lot of networking, social media. Social media is a big part of it, but you need to go out to different states. You need to go out to, you know, Cali. You need to go out to fucking Arizona, to Atlanta, to, you know, if you got an opportunity to do that, take it. Take a bunch of fucking CDs, push it out, be out there in the streets, your merchandise, you know what I mean? Your everything that you have, push out your name, sell yourself as a product. You know, it's what I learned is that, and back then I thought, yeah, let's make beats, and, you know, and start rapping over instrumentals and shit. That's all fine, but if you want to make this shit like a career, fuck, you're gonna have to outwork the hardest worker in this. You're gonna have to battle yourself in this thing. If you want to beat yourself, you're gonna have to push yourself to the point of exhaustion. And when you feel that you can't fucking move, you need to pick yourself up and move your ass some more. And don't be fucking sitting there complaining, worrying about what everybody else has got, or like, oh, he's got that. Fuck that. If you need to stop worrying about what everybody else is doing and worry about your own shit and move your ass. If people are out there getting contracts or they're out there fucking changing their lives because they're moving. Well, you think fucking when people say, oh, this breakout artist overnight. Fuck no, that overnight artist has been putting the grind for like 20 plus years, probably. Sometimes it is connections. Sometimes it is who you know. Me, I pushed myself so hard to the point where I almost lost everything. But you got to keep on moving. And you can't back down. Whatever you got to do. It's kind of funny. And so many motherfuckers be like, what the fuck? But I'm fucking married. And my wife used to watch all those fucking funny shows. You know what I mean? Like the female shows. And there's one show, you know, Juliana and Rancic or some shit like that. Anyway, it's a fucking husband and wife thing. And her husband is a fucking businessman. And what he said fucking, oh shit, kind of opened up my mind. There's 100 people in the room. 100. 50 are going to fucking make it and 50 are going to fucking fail. Because the 50 that failed, they didn't do what they were afraid to do. Well, the other ones put everything on the line. Risked it all. They're afraid to do that shit. They're afraid to fucking push forward. That's what you got to do. You got to be afraid to lose everything. You know, it depends on how much you want to succeed in this fucking rap game. So my biggest advice to everybody is that if you really, truly want to make it, go out and bust your ass and do what you got to do. And work hard. Do what you got to do and work hard, period. Don't give up. If the motherfuckers tell you can't do it, you need to fucking cut them out. But you also be able to listen to constructive criticism. If you can't listen to constructive criticism and you're gonna get fucking ass hurt, then this shit ain't for you. I don't give a fuck if 30 of you motherfuckers don't like me. I don't care. You say this guy can't do it. Fuck you, I can do it. And I'm gonna bust my ass and I'm gonna try my hardest to fucking do it. Until I'm rearing, I wanna be able to do shit when I'm fucking 80 years old if I'm able to make it that long. I wanna look back and be like, thank you, motherfucker. Thank you for busting your ass. Now I got something to look forward to. You know, now that I'm at this age when I'm like 80 or whatever, thank you for putting in all that work. Now you'll be able to reap this. I don't want to die knowing that I didn't try. So, it depends how bad you want it. It's more than Facebook. It's more than SoundCloud. It's up all night talking, networking, pushing your people. And don't be a fucking idiot and just be selfish either. It's all about me. Fuck no. If you can't take care of the people that are recording you, that are fucking doing shit, you know what I mean? If they're, first of all, if they're not patient enough for their kickback, then you ain't gonna get nowhere either. You gotta get with the people who are ready to suffer with you. Once you got the people that are ready to suffer with you through all the downfalls, you got that shit. Cool. Alright. Got my people in check. Now we're good to go. Do not forget the fucking prizes. Fucking bringing your people up, and don't be selfish. The moment something good could happen, they could take it away, and I don't give a fuck who you are. You could lose it all in an instant. You want it bad enough? Move your ass. If not, stop bitching. For real. I got several projects. M.L.P. in itself, we got so much music. We got Orange House that's coming out. Forgive me, I might butcher this, May 16th, I believe. You know, at Hurricane Alley, it's now going to be called The Warehouse. Rel Meloni is the one that set everything up, man. He's a good guy to have in the squad. He works his ass off, and, you know, got nothing, my hat's off to him, you know. He's a good guy. We got, you know, Jay coming out with an album. We got myself again coming out with an album. We got Enemy that's rocking with me. I got T.n.m. You know, like I said, I got a label coming out with t.n.m. So I got Limerick that's coming out. You know, Weech Lope. We got, you know, Enemy, like I said. We got some things, more videos. You know, a little bit of, like, short films, documentaries. We got that shit coming out. But we're really concentrating on the music. The music and the shows. We really want to be able to promote the artists that are coming out. Let me see. Myself, though, let me see what I'm looking at. Myself, I have the T.n.m. is probably one of the biggest things that I got. I got Big G, that's the main producer of that. We're really trying to get the label going now. It's a branch of M.L.P. as well as Orange House. You know, we got, you know, like SSE, we got the branches off of it, and we really want to try to expand. I got some kids that are, some high school kids that are also going to be part of T.n.m. They're going to get ready to start recording with me when I get all that, and I'm a big advocate of trying to better your life. So, you know, like, for example, if you're giving in a situation where you're allowed to give an individual a voice, like these kids up here on Yate, I'm going to go do that. You know, they're good kids, everything's good, and the only thing I ask is for fucking passing grades and diplomas. You give me that shit, I'll give you all the fucking recording time you need. You know, so I think it's, you know, you got to give back also. You can't be stingy. So, like I said, T.n.m. M.L.P's got a bunch of releases. You know, Big G's got more beats and collab albums that's coming out. So that's what we got. You know, I got an album right now in the works. I mean, I got enough for another album. You know, I could drop an album, but I really want to take my time with stuff. So I'm probably going to call it Scripted Chaos, the original title, but I'm not too sure. You know, we'll just let God go and deal with that, and whatever happens, happens. But right now, I got a lot of upcoming artists. You know, I got Limerick that's coming up. Like I said, you got Enemy. Enemy, he's a whole crew on itself. So, you know, that's what we got coming up. And also, we want to be working with, you know, like High Society. We want to be working with, you know, Face This, with Death Gang. You know, we want to just get out of projects. You got Buddy Pritchett coming out with, man, like I said, he's always been he's a walking thesaurus. I look up to that guy, and he's got albums coming out. So get ready for that. And that guy's just a genius, in my opinion, you know. So, yeah, we got some albums coming out, so be ready for that shit. It's gonna fucking blow your fucking socks off, bitches. my top 5 artists. Fuck. Well, as far as locally, Rap's Pure Product, you know, Doc INF, War 2. Fuck. Who else we got? Who else I really dig the shit? M1. That motherfucker. You know, you need to come up with an album, bro. Where's it at? You know what I'm saying? Who else? Just Faceless in general, you know what I mean? E-Robs, so I say them cats are definitely my top. As far as like mainstream, I really don't listen to a whole lot of mainstream, but if obviously I'd probably go for like the legends, you know, the old school cats, you know, even though he's not around, the Eazy-E's, the Dre's, the M.L.P. Who else I think is dope as fuck, you know. Of course you got like Immortal Technique and, you know, Tech-N.m and guys like that, so those are some of the Bone Thugs and Harmony, obviously. Those are one of my favorites. So, yeah. If I said all of them, that's 5 right there. Top artist. Kind of give everybody a heads up as far as what I'm doing. I kind of mentioned also, you know, I got some things going on with boot camp. We're going to do a second season of touring. You know, so we got that shit coming up. We'll be looking at touring in Atlanta. We got some shit apparently in Brazil, in London. We got some shit that's coming up. So, you know, I'm pretty excited with that, and I have an opportunity to be working with some major artists like with Snoop, with Twista, you know, the Outlaws. So we got a bunch of good shit, you know. If, you know, kind of sum everything up, you know, those are my top 5 and all that. And if I could say anything before I fucking go, like I said, just move your ass. You know, be humble, be cool, bust your ass, man, at your craft. You know, don't settle for mediocre shit. You know, really bust ass and take constructive criticism. You got to do that shit. You know what I mean? And keep the people that your day one motherfuckers close and resolve any issues or concerns. In the meantime, you know, I'm still going to be getting less sleep, busting my ass, and doing what I got to do. And everybody that fucks with me, we're all riding. All of us, everybody. Southwest Music, understand that shit. Don Grimm, t.n.m, M.L.P, Guillotine, CARTEL, much love.